I do believe that thick libertarian is the correct term. I think that it totally explains the concept of control and psychological subjugation and like religion and everything packaged into one. If you can do that, that's what thick libertarianism is. Um, but here's one thing is something that I'm trying to also acknowledge limitations of it. One example would be sex roles, and I'll give kind of an example of this. I was watching one day, this is another thing that, you know, drinking has helped, you know, helps me talk about it easier. Although that's mostly just the ice cubes. Anyways, so I'm watching the History Channel, right? And there's this, this guy leads a tour into an Egyptian temple. And this guy, he's this, archaeologist. He's, very well read and studied. I think he's like Muslim or something. And he has a bunch of anthropology students that follow him along, and he's, you know, he's pretty authoritative. He's like, Zoe, are you ready to go? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Zoe, this is serious. So she's like, oh, okay. Yes, I'm ready. So then she follows him up into the pyramid, the temple chambers, and they, find hieroglyphics. They find a bunch of other really neat things, but the air is thin, and it's it's a really dangerous situation being in one of those pyramids because, like, the access to the tunnels, the the ladders, um, the different traps that you can fall into. Being in one of those pyramids is like freaking dangerous, and that's a risk you take as a archaeology student. So they're at one point in this pyramid where Zoe's like, you know, I there's the camera crew, and she tries to go back down, and she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. He's like, Zoe, you must experience this. So she stays with the group, and they climb up to another room, and there's at one point you see Zoe crying, and you see the doctor, and he's, what is it? What is it? And she's having trouble saying this, and she says, I peed my pants, and like there's urine on the sand, and uh, he get this doctor, he gets totally pissed. He's like, get out of here, I don't want to see you. And this like law of the forbidden, where like this doctor thinks that it's like sacred ground, and he's yelling at this poor college girl, and he's not even like letting her go to the bathroom. And I'm like fucking turned on at this, and I can't even explain it. Like, why is this? I don't get it. But for the sake of argument, I can't deny the fact that I'm turned on. And is it because that it's not allowed, or is it because that like he's yelling? I mean, this is one of those things that like, I don't know, too thick, um, like in an equal relationship with a man and woman, and yeah, I know, fine. That's like how relations should be, and people should be assertive and stand up to each other. This like this, you know, shaming like turned me on, and I can't explain it. Like, it's almost like I wish it wasn't the case, but it is, and I don't know what to think about it. So maybe it's a limitation on the philosophy. I think that's definitely the case. Leave a comment. Any explanation? I mean, anything, go ahead.